The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us for another edition of TVWAN News. In this edition, Prime Minister responds to youth engagement concerns, more police prosecutors needed, and dogs go for a day out. Prime Minister James Marape says the issue of youths is something that's close to his heart and he has not given up on them. He was responding to questions by this newsroom on his promise to find youths made in January following the Black Wednesday riots. He says the government has introduced various programs including Second Chance Learning through FODE SME programs and the Seasonal Labour Program where youths can be engaged meaningfully. It is now up to the districts to set aside their DSIP funds and engage youths in these programs.
Following the riots on January 10th this year, Prime Minister James Marape announced that his government will find unemployed youths around the country and engage them in different programs. Political opponents and activists have now held him against his word, circulating a front-page news story on one of the dailies of the announcement he made in January. In response, Prime Minister Marape explained why he made these remarks back then.
The reason why I mentioned at the end of January was simply this. Those who are going back to school have already gone back to school. So those who are left behind from not being in formal classrooms, now the districts have been asked to mobilize them. For me in Tari district, for instance, I don't expect to be Prime Minister to go to Tari to do it. I do it in my capacity as Tari district. All those who've left school are now coming back to second chance education. From there, we're picking them to funnel them. Those who complete grade 12, to go back to SME, go to SME. To go to work in Australia, go and work in Australia. To go to continue at university and college studies, we put them on.
He said the national government sets policy directions and the districts and provincial governments should look into funding programs to engage youths.
We are saying policy intent and directions. The practical deliverance of this program must be the districts and the provinces, because that's where the youths are. I encourage all governors in all our provinces that you have a program to take back the youths in your embrace. Don't allow them to wander off into Port Moresby and become Governor Pako's problem.
The government has a couple of programs running where youths can be engaged and includes the flexible open distance learning of FODE and SME programs in the districts. He says 10% of DSIP funds is for SMEs and another 2 million kina of the same funds is for education. And with the national government now paying for school fees for grades 1 to 12, he is calling on districts to utilize the education component of the DSIP funds to address youths in their districts.
Because we're giving money straight to the district, we ask all our districts. So I ask all the youths out there. Well, if you question me, I want you to question your own members too. The national government has given money for SME, money for education. I'm a youth in my district. What is your plan for me?
With the 2024 national census ongoing, Marape says the government should know by the end of the census where the youth population is, what they're doing and how the government can help. Ruth Rungula, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape, while calling on the districts and provinces to take stock of their youths, also commended NCD Governor Paus Pakop for the successful hosting of the inaugural Youth Summit in Port Moresby this week. The Prime Minister called on the governors of the other 21 provinces to do the same and know where the youths are.
And I commend Governor Pakop for his leadership, and we will work with him in the city, being city as the major catchment of youths who come into Port Moresby. So
the Commission of Inquiry into the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary's January 10th civil unrest has revealed the need to have more police prosecutors to prosecute cases at the district court. This was revealed by the Director of Prosecution, Pare Kuyap, when testifying at the inquiry recently.
When testifying at the Commission of Inquiry into the RPNGC January 10th civil unrest recently, the Director of Prosecution Chief Inspector Pare Kuyap said the sector needs more police prosecutors to prosecute cases at the district court. Kuyap said that currently there are over 200 police prosecutors in the country. These prosecutors are deployed to various district courts. One district court has only 3 or 4 prosecutors working on over 1,000 cases put before them. Failure of not completing cases on time results in an increased number of cases that are neither strike out, withdrawn or dismissed at the district courts.
It's not enough, especially given the ever-increasing crime rate, the number of cases being processed.
Kuyap said on average the district courts receive over 60 summary matters, over 50 committal matters and over 50 traffic matters daily. With a limited number of prosecutors, these cases are not properly prosecuted within the 3-month period that is required for them to complete these cases. Kuyap said there is a need to train more police officers to become prosecutors because currently there are vacant positions that need to be filled. The Director of Prosecution added that a submission was made to the RPNGC management to look into this issue. He is hopeful that the management will fast-track the process of recruiting and training prosecutors to ensure there is effective delivery of prosecution at the district court level.
Just need to have time to look into their files preparation, but given this magnitude of files or number of cases on a daily basis, it does not provide room.
Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Kuyap said the success rate of prosecution cases at the district court sits at just over 50% and more needs to be done to boost the standard of this sector in the police force.
My assessment based on the last year's annual statistics of the cases, it stands around 55 to 65, that's within the range.
TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bungim Yumi.
Papua New Guinea. We love a reason for a family gathering. A reason to play. A reason to ignite the flame. A reason to cook the best with the best. Flame oil, Now P&G made for P&G cooking. Flame oil, winning taste.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no P&G, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Thanks for staying with us. The RSPCA PNG held its annual Dogs Day Out today at the IEA College of TAFE Plainfield, drawing in dog lovers and families for a lively day of fun and awareness. The event, which serves as a fundraiser for the RSPCA's animal welfare initiatives, featured a range of activities designed to celebrate responsible pet ownership and showcase the talents of PNG's canine companions. The RSPCA PNG brought together dog lovers and the community with its annual Dogs Day Out at the IEA College of TAFE Plainfield. The day began with warm welcome remarks from RSPCA representatives, followed by an impressive performance by the Bomana Police Dog Unit, demonstrating the skills and discipline of their trained dogs.
As the country's leading public veterinary clinic, we strive to care for the animals in need, whether they require medical attention or are without a home. Without government support, we rely heavily on support of our community, our businesses and individual donors, as well as our annual fundraisers to raise additional funds to facilitate our outreach programs. We are deeply committed to continuing this important work, and I once again would like to thank you for everyone's support.
Attendees were then treated to a special show by the New Guinea Kennel Club, whose professional trainers showcased advanced dog training techniques that left the audience in awe. The event's centerpiece was the dog fashion show, which saw dogs competing in categories like Best Groomed, Most Obedient, Smartest Dog Trick, and Most Interesting Colored Fur. Each category highlighted the unique talents of the participating dogs, with the winners taking home cash prizes of 200 kina, 100 kina, and 50 kina for first, second, and third places, respectively. In addition to the competitions, the event featured various stalls selling dog attire and accessories, as well as arts and crafts. Informational booths from St. John Ambulance, ITI, and RSPCA offered valuable insights into pet care and animal welfare. The day was filled with laughter, applause, and a sense of community as dog owners and enthusiasts came together to support a worthy cause. All proceeds from the event will go towards the RSPCA's ongoing efforts to protect and care for animals in need. Popondetta in Northern Province is set to host the 2024 Popondetta Arts and Music Festival, which will coincide with Papua New Guinea's Independence Day celebrations on September 16th. Stanislaus Ivahupa, who is the first secretary to the Popondetta MP Richard Masere, says the festival aims to bring the community together in celebration of both independence and the region's vibrant arts scene. He highlighted the festival's core mission of engaging young people in music and the arts, providing them with a platform to showcase their talents and steer them away from illegal activities.
We're looking forward to another great, successful year again this year. The date for this show falls on the 16th of September. We've decided to have the show running on the 16th of December because of the, September, because of the fact that I would like to bring everybody together to celebrate independence and celebrate music and art as one of the core functions of the and a concept by the district. The reason why Minister had wanted to establish Music and Art Festival is because he'd like to engage a lot of young people who have a lot of interest in music and arts as well. and to take them out of illegal activities. So it gives them the opportunity to expose and, of course, expose their talents and have them identified and support them in any way possible.
The third Friendly Home Bilum Festival, held on August 17, 2024 at Wampna Secondary School in Mount Hagen, Western Highlands Province, celebrated the traditional art of Bilum weaving. This event empowered women by providing a platform to showcase their weaving skills, share techniques, and explore business opportunities. Prominent guests included Richard Lazarus, Executive Manager of Commerce and Tourism in Western Highlands, representing Governor Wairapa, Geno Alova Ruben, Events and Festival Manager for the National Cultural Commission, representing Executive Director Stephen Kilanda, and James Kewa, Director of Friendly Home Lodge. The Western Highlands Provincial Administration contributed 20,000 kina, while the National Cultural Commission presented 5,000 kina to support the festival. Lazarus praised the festival's organizers for their efforts to preserve cultural traditions. Ruben emphasized the festival's role in empowering women and promoting gender equality, noting that each Bilum reflects the hard work and creativity of the women behind them. Turning abroad, on the question of criminal deportations, Australia and New Zealand have agreed to disagree. Nevertheless, both countries pledged to tighten defense ties and are working out the best way to tackle growing strategic challenges.
An uncertain future together. Anthony Albanese and Christopher Luxon want to refashion a long-standing alliance.
Ours is more than a bond of old affection. It is a partnership driven by a new determination.
We are working hand in hand with Australia, and it's more important that we do so than ever before.
But a persistent bilateral resentment is back on the agenda.
How do you justify contributing to New Zealand's crime and gang problem with what are effectively Aussie-grown criminals?
New Zealand's unhappy. Australia has reversed course and once again toughened deportation laws, which could see more Kiwis who commit crimes here sent across the ditch. Mr Albanese holding firm, saying both countries have agreed to disagree.
Whilst we have a common purpose, we don't have a uniform position, but we respect each other's position.
The deportations dispute is a real irritant in the relationship, but it's not going to seriously disrupt it. Both countries are instinctively drawing much more closer together as the strategic environment worsens. Like Australia, New Zealand is horrified by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, anxious about China's growing military power, and determined to stop Beijing from getting a military foothold in the Pacific. And while New Zealand's military might not be in great shape, Mr Luxon is promising to make new investments.
We want to be fully interoperable with Australia's Defence Forces. We want to be a force multiplier for Australia.
There are enormous benefits to gain just in efficiencies.
Closing ranks as the horizon darkens.
Super commuters travel thousands of kilometres just to get to work, often drawn by big financial incentives.
It's a dream job for this Australian cargo pilot. Peter Pelican travels 15,000 kilometres to clock on in Anchorage, Alaska, every 16 days.
There is no typical work day. We basically fly all around the world. One day I can be in Kazakhstan, next day I can be in Korea.
He flies a 747, delivering 100 tonne of cargo around the world.
We can move anything from lithium batteries to live pigs or horses.
A job that's hard to top.
Different jurisdictions to deal with, different weather patterns. There is never a dull moment, and I absolutely enjoy the challenge.
Perth carpenter Connor Gordon has also taken on a mega commute of sorts. He works at Casey Station in Antarctica, almost 4,000 kilometres from home.
I look at it like FIFO, but with longer swings. So I can come away for a year, then I can have a year off, I can go travelling, really enjoy my life, and then I come back to work for another year.
Antarctic wind chills are daily challenges, but there are upsides too. Adelie penguins at your workplace.
They've just got no fear, and so if they see a big person walking around, they kind of come up to inspect and, you know, check out whether we're another penguin or not and what we're doing.
Researchers estimate there are up to 400,000 mega commuters in Australia who travel more than 250 kilometres to get to work.
To get better pay, to seek the benefits of more interesting jobs, for example. But what we found in our study is that there are a whole lot of quite negative impacts that come from these super commutes too, especially when one partner, one household member is working away for weeks or even months at a time.
We're living and working with the same people, so if there are any relationships that turn sour, it can affect the whole community.
And those aren't the only relationships to consider.
The biggest challenge is to be away from my kids and family.
A career choice carrying its own cost.
And that ends the news segment. Sport is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Scale Rise brings to you some Scale Indie vibes this independence. Cashing out a total of 300,000 Kina in prize money around PNG this independence. 4 fortnightly draws, 75 fortnightly winners, 300 total Scale Rise winners, and 1,000 Kina Scale Indie prize for every Scale winner. Here's how to enter the promotion. Buy any Scale or Ori Rise product, write your full name and contact details on the back of the store receipt, drop your entry into the entry box in store. For more information, either check in-store or follow us on our Scale Rise PNG page. Terms and conditions apply. Scale Rise, and buy you like it.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
Welcome back. Gulf Komara has bagged another win at home, defeating the visiting Ley City FC 2-1 at the PNG Football Stadium today. The National Premier League Round 7 opener saw Komara FC dominating the contest, but the men from Rainy Ley put in a massive effort in the second half, only to fall short of victory. PNG's 49th independence anniversary is roughly 4 weeks away from now, but Wewak District in East Sepik Province has already put out their plans for the country's big day. Sports is part of the pre-independence celebrations, and youths in the district are expected to participate in.
Wewak District in East Sepik Province will be hosting its Independence Sports Carnival from the 13th to the 18th of September. The carnival will see youth in Wewak taking part in different sporting events, including canoe racing, greasy pole, greasy pig, soccer, volleyball, and amateur boxing. Interested individuals and teams who intended to participate in these events have been urged to register with the event organizers before the end of August. Having sports as part of independence celebrations is fitting for the district. It adds another dimension to PNG's celebration of the National Day. This event is an initiative by the Wewak District Development Authority, or DDA, led by the local member Stanley Moods Samban. Meanwhile, prior to the event, Wewak Football Association will run a Rugby League 9s tournament from August 31st to September 1st. The two-day tournament will see Wewak Football Association select two women's Rugby 9s team for the inaugural Women's EGMAC Sepik 9s tournament slated for the end of the year. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
The Wampna Mount Hagen Eagles have been crowned the minor premiers of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup following a 42-8 win over Kimbe Kata in Minj. It was a race between the Eagles and last year's premiers, the Enga Mioks. Following this win, Eagles now finish the competition on top as minor premiers. And now we'll have the weather forecast. This is a renewal strong wind warning issued by Papua New Guinea National Weather Service for all coastal waters of southern PNG, Indonesian border to Daru, Yule Island to Hood Point, and from Finchafen to Vitier Strait, Siasi, Long Island, Karkar Island, Manam Island, Bogia, and to Wewak, including the western tip of West New Britain. Strong southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots are expected to persist for the next 24 hours. Causing rough seas. All small crafts and boats are advised to take necessary precautions before going out to sea, especially in the warning areas. And that ends the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.